Positive parenting is more than just how you respond to a behavior issue. Positive parenting has so many other facets besides that. In today's video, I'm specifically talking about positive parenting as it relates to being actively involved in your child's education, whether you are a stay-at-home parent or a full-time working parent. I still remember the first time I set my son down to do an at-home lesson. It was a math lesson. I knew how to be engaging because I'm an award-winning teacher, and this is what I do. I had all the things, the number blocks, the dry erase board, the markers, everything. I'm explaining to him what we're about to do, what we're about to get into, and I'm thinking, okay, my enthusiasm is going to transfer to him. He's going to be ready. We're going to get ready to go and do some math. He looked at me and he said, "You're not the teacher. You're just mommy." Whoa, hold up, little person. You don't know who I am. Before I was mommy, I was an award-winning teacher. I'm a model classroom teacher. I've taught teachers all over the country how to be great instructors, how to manage their classroom, how to engage their students. This is who you have working in front of you right now. So get with the program. He didn't get with the program. Here we are doing this math lesson. We got through it, but it was so painful. He didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be there anymore. But at the same time, this is what we're doing. This is not like, we don't have an option. This is what we're going to do. We got through the lesson, but it was extremely painful. And it was a little bit discouraging. I was thinking, well, maybe I am just mommy. Maybe that's what I need to be, and I'll let the teachers handle the rest of the stuff. But no, I remember what it was like being in the classroom. I remember having those parent conferences and asking the parents, can you read with the child? Can you work with the child? Can you, I'm doing my part, but it takes a village. So can you do your part? So now that I'm on the other side, I need to do my part. This is a part of my positive parenting journey. One thing I learned as a classroom teacher and in life in general is that when something's not working, get those creative juices flowing and figure it out. And the solution for me, token boards and tickets. And there's a psychology behind positive reinforcements and its impact on a child's motivation and behavior. This system encourages learning and rewards a child for completing tasks. Positive behaviors followed by a positive response are more likely to be repeated, whereas positive behaviors followed by a neutral or a negative response are less likely to be repeated. For kids, when they receive words of affirmation and rewards for positive behaviors, they're motivated to continue those behaviors again. It's the same thing teachers do in the classroom. We create rules, procedures, expectations. We reward positive behavior. We have appropriate consequences when rules are broken. So I thought, well, why not do the same thing in my home? We've all heard the statement, I taught you better than that. As I've gotten older and with my experience in the classroom and now as a mom, this statement does not sit well with me. Because did you really? Or did you just say it one time and then expect me to retain it? This is also positive parenting. Not expecting our children to catch something right away. As a classroom teacher, if I taught your child a lesson one time and it was just mostly just me lecturing them on some topic, and then I'd assess them and they failed, I would be a failure as an educator. You would look at me like I was crazy. You would demand to speak to the administrator and probably want me to lose my job. And rightfully so, because that doesn't make any sense. So as a mom, I vowed that I would never say, I taught you better than that, when I know doggone well I did not. How many times as adults do we need to learn a lesson before we get it right? Or how many tests have we taken, standard or in life, that we failed because we did not learn the lesson? So these little people just got here. My child just got here. He was not downloaded with all the information that he needed to be a wonderful human being. I have to teach him that, really teach him that, not just say something to him and then expect him to learn it like that. And some may worry that the positive reinforcements and rewards will have your child dependent on always getting things. I'm only going to do right. I'm only going to behave a certain way if I get something in return. It's very transactional. But the psychology says something completely different. The psychology says that the child would start having some self-satisfaction, that they will be intrinsically motivated to display the positive behaviors and become less dependent on the rewards over time. Positive reinforcements actually builds confidence and self-efficacy. They see themselves as competent and capable, which is really good and can translate really well into an academic setting. With this reward system, I can shape my son's behavior with very clear expectations. He knows very clearly what I expect from him, and he understands that there is a reward that he can anticipate once he reaches his goal. The psychology also states that the reward system reduces the power struggle and the stress. Instead of our many at-home lessons feeling like, ugh, we actually enjoy them. He's looking forward to them. He's asking me, Mommy, when are we going to do our homeschool lesson? Are we going to do homeschool today? Are we going to do math today? Science? That feels so much better than, no, Mommy, you're not the teacher. You're just Mommy. The other thing I like about it is that it's a visual anchor. It's something that he can see. It's something that he can touch so that he can see his progress over time. And he can see that, oh, he's getting closer to his goal. He's getting closer to that reward that he wants. Essentially, this token board system can help him develop discipline, responsibility, and a love for learning, which is exactly what I want. I made this token board specifically for my son because he enjoys seafood. And with each box, each token that he can receive is tied to something that he has to do. So he has to do math, writing, read a book, do science, and once he collects all 10 of his tokens, then he gets something that he wants. And this is dirty because we actually use this in my home. With my son, he usually wants to take a trip to HEB to buy some seafood. So I created his tickets, and that says, RJ earned 1 trip to the fish market. My little 6-year-old son goes to the fish market at HEB, goes to the counter and say, I want some mahi-mahi, I want some tilapia, or I want a pound of crab legs, or I want a pound of shrimp. It's very expensive, which is another reason why I created this system, because your little butt is expensive. So if I gotta spend all of this money on seafood, you're gonna earn this, baby. And the good news is that not only did I create this for my own child, but I created it for yours as well. If you visit shopelitekids.com under Positive Parenting, you will find the Behavioral Management Incentive Board and the tickets. There are 2 versions with the emojis as well as with the Elite Kids from the Elite Kids crew. There are 9 unique token boards. You can use it for neurotypical as well as neurodivergent children. Children can earn rewards like TV time, a trip to their favorite grocery store, their favorite section in the grocery store. They can get rewards to go to their favorite yogurt spot or get that toy. And so it's not that they are getting these things and they feel entitled to them, but they have earned them. And by the way, adults operate on a token system as well. We show up, we're on time, we do our job, we collect our check. That's our reward at the end of the 2 weeks. This video is for parents, but I would say that teachers, you can use this in your classroom as well. You can download this product right onto your device. Not only are there some that are academic specific, encouraging the child to do many lessons in your home, but there's also blank ones, so you can fill in for whatever you want. If you want them to clean their rooms, if you want them to behave a certain way when they're out in public, if you want them to mop, whatever it is, use your imagination, get creative. There are 9 different boards you can customize and use in your home. And the great thing about this for me is that if there is something that my son wants and we put it on his token board and he'll say, well, Mom, I want this or I want that. I'm like, you need 3 more tokens, son. I mean, it's not up to me. It's up to the board. Promote positive behavior, promote a love for learning, and feel good knowing that what you're doing is positive parenting. You are actively involved in your child's life, whether you are a stay-at-home parent or a working parent and all you have is a good 10 solid minutes to work on math. Wonderful. So let's breathe. Visit shopelitekids.com, download the behavior token system, and watch this next video right over here.